fan club. So we've been through. This is now will now be the third new name that we're going to have. The name change is scheduled to come February 2nd of 2022 in exactly 2 weeks or before, because they've been trying to leak it. Ab, how you feeling about this? What's your final pick? Where you at, man?
All right, so I'm going to just say, like, honestly, the way they've done this is just disappointing. Like, I was talking about it at the bar the other day, and they literally just introduced this so we can stop talking about everything else that's bad about this team. And
Yep.
and it's a distraction ploy. And also, I don't know if you guys recall, the message that was put into the letter sending out to the fans was basically saying, hey, we're going to change our name on this date. Be prepared. But just so you know, it's not going to be the Red Wolves, even though that's the name that has been put into this team. Like, since they said, pretty much ever since they said they were going to change the name of this team, we've all been saying we wanted one name.
Yep.
Everybody's been saying, predominantly everybody's been saying one name. And they like, just so you know, we couldn't get this trademark and that and da 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 da. Guys, I'm here to tell you first. And I said it to you guys before. I said it to you guys over the chat. The new name will be Washington Red Wolves. It will be the Washington Red Wolves. And
let's go.
They literally just put that out there to get our hopes up, our hopes down, and everything like that. And I guess, yes, I'm screaming conspiracy theory right here. I am screaming it.
I have a theory.
I got a theory, guys.
I'm hugging the screen right now. Because if that happens, I'm driving up to wherever you live, and I'm hugging all.
Let's go.
Let's
go. Guys, we are still top 10 franchises in the league. Even though we don't show up for games and everything like that, let's be real. We're always at the top of the Forbes list. So I can't like, and then for them to be like, well, there's too many trademarks. Wrong. You can buy trademarks. You can bribe people. You can like butter somebody up at another team if they don't want you using wolves and everything like that. Like, you can do that. And honestly, I think it's about time Snyder starts getting on the side of the fans. And I think this is the time to do it. He messed up with Sean Taylor. He already messed that up for the whole like fan base. So
absolutely
he needs to come back strong. And the best way to come back strong is by letting us down at first, because that's what we expect, just to bring us all the way back up. Red Wolves, baby.
I like it. Oh, I like that. I like that. Will, what you think, man?
Man, that would be huge. And it's exactly what you said. Like, you know, we all know that you're not going to get 100% consensus on people being happy with the name. But there has been one name that most people have said, like, you know, and there's still a 40% of fans who say it's the stupidest thing they've ever heard. But there's 60% of that right there that are saying, like, no, I can do this and I'm on board. And if it doesn't happen, it will still be disappointing. Because like you said, I wrote lazy, and I kind of wrote like, this is typical Snyder being a cheap ass is what it is.
Yep.
If they don't name it the Red Wolves, it's Snyder being cheap. Because like you said, we are a top 10 franchise of all sports, year in and year out. He could sell the team right now for $4 to $5 billion. He can afford to pay the owner of the Timberwolves whatever his asking price is, because that probably is going to get more people to buy merchandise, I would think. And I know you're splitting that with, you know, recouping, but I think he could. So I say that. I don't think it's going to be Red Wolves.
Ooh.
But I am going to say a little bit about this. I'm finally glad we're here. It's been a long process. But I'm also going to say, surprisingly, I'm okay with what's happened because I feel like they've let us down softly twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think they ended the name Redskins and they said, we're going to do Washington football until we do a real deep dive and figure out what we're going to do. And this kind of sounds stupid, but it's given me 2 years of like letting me down. Like the logo's going away, the uniforms that I'm used to are going away because they've made small changes, but now they're going to make the incremental leap and really change things. And so for the past 2 years, it's just kind of softened the blow for me. And then when they made the announcement, and if it does come true that Red Wolves or Wolves is not going to be it, they once again gave me, about 30 days notice to like calm down, process, and like let it happen and not be surprised and have, this name didn't get picked, but this name did. I do think it's going to be Commanders.
Ooh.
And I would like to point out, and Sean can dig it up on the tapes. This show, months and months and months ago, when we saw the names, and maybe it was the final 8, we all said, here's what your 8 are. They're picking Commanders. We all said it. We saw it, and we said, this is what it's going to be. Yeah. But I'm going to say this. In the time that they've come out to say it's not going to be Red Wolves, I've actually come around to the name Commanders. And it's kind of surprised me. And I started thinking about it a little bit. It's like they've sort of mentioned what they're looking to do. They want a name that represents the area of Washington, D.C., the DMV. And I think if Commanders was for any other team name other than the Redskins, I don't think I'd have a problem at all. I think if it was an expansion team, if you renamed the Wizards the Commanders, heck, if you renamed the Nationals the Commanders, I don't think I'd have a problem. It's just the fact that it was the Redskins because it does fit to the fact that we've got the President of the United States here. We've got Congress making rules and laws. We've got military officials being around. And so I kind of feel like if it is Commanders, they do fit that whole, like, this is part of where we live. So I'm surprisingly coming around to a little bit. For me, what I'm really kind of geeking out about is I'm all about logos.
Yes.
And that's what matters to me. And like the W that we have in the back of our podcast here, they've had for Washington football team, I don't like it. And I never wanted that to be permanent. And there's been a leak, of Sean, you mentioned, will stuff come out early? It appears there was a leak in, the back of the glass of what the helmet's going to look like with the W. And people have kind of been mocking that up. And I'll be honest with you, if that's what it is, not a big fan. Yeah. There's that patch that they've created too. And so that's what I'm kind of waiting on. Not just the Commanders, a name if that's what it is, but also what's the W going to be? What's going to be next to our name? As we're playing the Cowboys and whatnot. And last bit, I know I've really rambled on this. It is still going to be hard come this fall when they say, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Fox NFL Sunday. We've got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Admirals. Yeah. We got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Commanders. Hearing that, it's still going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. And call me, a little boy for like holding on to these feelings, but it is what it is.
It's what we know.
Yeah.
Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Now, first and foremost, let me say this, Ab. I absolutely hope you're right. And to your point, I will be screaming that up and down in FedEx. I would love to have the Red Wolves. That would be what's up, and I can understand that. And even to Will, to your point, you're right. We're Redskins babies, like I said before. We're all from that fanhood. We all loved it. We were for it. Understood the name change. Washington football team that first year, it was silly, and it kind of everybody was a laughing stock. But then when you sweep Dallas, it ain't much of a laughing stock. I was proud of that. We were the football team. This year, okay, fine. But like to your point, I'm ready to get it over with. Whatever it is, let's just get it and go with it. You know what I mean? And it brings me back to when the Bullets changed to the Wizards. I mean, it wasn't this process as much, but it was get it over with. We're Wizards. I don't like it or I like it, whatever, but get it over with. Let's have it. I want to be called something. And the football team, albeit I'm okay with it now, I would like a name. And then some of the leaks and some of the things that we've seen. Now I remember, Ab, you had put something up there about the black jerseys that they had and like the black helmets. That, ooh. I mean, I can dig some of that stuff. But look, 2 weeks away, we've had teasers here and there. I just want to know what we are. What am I going to call my team? Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to wear the stuff that I had. My Doug Williams Redskins jersey, yeah, I'm still going to rock that. My Redskins little shirt with the logos, yeah, I'm still going to rock that. Till they tell me that I can't. Right, there you go, Will. Exactly.
I got a new shirt on. New
Let's
one.
Go. wait.
It's new to me.
Right. Oh, okay. I was about to say
special.
Wait. Does Trisha know about that? Did you?
She does.
No. Oh, okay. All right. We're gonna move on from that. But look, yeah, it's about time. It's absolutely about time. You're absolutely right there, Dan Snyder. He just look. You can, if he wanted to do this, he likes having the control of dangling all this around us. We are one of the top 10 teams, but we don't, like you said, we don't act like it. We don't play like it. You know what I mean? Consistency, these things, we need this. And hey, if it starts with a name, something to be called, I'm with that. Let's get that done and let's move on. Okay? Because we got plenty we need to focus on. And it doesn't need to be this name anymore. Yeah. So that's how we feel. You guys got anything else on that one?
No, I'll just add an alternate name, like just keep it in your repertoire. Red Hogs.
What do you think about that? I've heard Hogs and Red Hogs. What do you think?
Yeah, somebody mentioned that to me. Yeah, what do you think, Ev?
I just to me, I again, jump on to what Will is saying. It's lazy, man. I understand. We're the Hogs. I understand the connection and everything like that. It's just really lazy. To me, it's like, how can you get hype about a damn hog? Like, at least Razorback, isn't that like you can do some shit with that, but it's like any of just Hogs, Red Hogs, it's like just to be like, oh, well, we were called the Hogs back in the day, so we that's our new nickname now. Nah, man, like, you guys, it's like you're not even trying. It's one, you're not even trying to connect with your fans, and two, you're not even trying to get us excited. So it's I'm tired of it, man.
Well, and I think with what you said is the Hogs is the past, and truthfully, the reality is they're trying to move forward with new fans, and that's not exactly that's keeping us like, oh yeah, I remember those days, Joe Jacoby, but it's like, your kids don't know who those guys are,
right?
What I mean? And there's folks who have been born since the last Super Bowl, since we last played in the Super Bowl. There are kids who have been aboard, who've never seen us win a playoff game. And so that's what this is about, is them going after those folks. Your 15 to 30-year-old crowd right now that needs to see a winner. And kind of like with Hogs and the other one is Admirals. Well, I say Hogs just doesn't relate to DC. There's nothing about DC with Hogs. And so I have trouble seeing that. And there was that leak of Admirals, went right to the website and stuff. My only thing is why, I kind of debunked that one, is you're picking one branch of the military, and I don't even think there's that huge of a Navy presence in DC. That's Annapolis.
And and just speaking from somebody from the military, that's not even the best one. Not even the best one. I appreciate y'all, but y'all know y'all not the best one either. So.
Wow! Yes.
But that's the point. He's got a point. That's not unifying everyone. Whereas the name Commanders is taking them all in. No, he's totally right.
Yes. I'm with it. I
will say this, and this is again me being a little boy fan and stuff like this. So about 15 years ago, University of Maryland was in financial crisis and cutting sports. And so they rebranded and they joined the Big Ten. I can tell you, so they dropped one logo and they rebranded so they could make money, and they've never gone back to like the logo you always like. And I'll be honest, like you still root for the team and you get mad when they play bad and you get excited when they play well. But when you see the jerseys out there and it's not what you remember, some of your glory times and stuff, it's hard as a sports fan. You know, as I'll be honest with you. So like the uniforms leak that they have look pretty slick. That jersey looks like it's got some good looking things, and they're kind of hyping that a little bit. And I have no doubt that the uniform is going to look nice and fresh, but it's going to be hard to not see the stuff we're used to out there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Look, at the end of the days, I told you how I feel. Oh! I can walk in the stadium howling. I'm good with that. But look, hey, 220.
I'm sorry. Think about it though. People can wear like wolves masks and everything like that walking in there.
You know,
how dope is that?
Right.
I feel like we're thinking about the things that they should be thinking about. We're thinking about the fan interaction. What would we be able to relate to? And just the natural things like the howl. Like that howl is simple. A kid can do it. An old person can do it. Everybody can do it, and it brings us all together. Man, I'm with you guys. I want that. But Commanders, I like Admirals. Hey, it's going to be something. 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
It's better than football team. It is
exactly
better than called football team.
Exactly.
I have another one. Team Wolf. Look at that. Like you could do a Team Wolf thing. Come on, man.
You could do it. You could. Okay, I'm getting upset at Dan Snyder right now. We got to move on because this is ridiculous. Taking us 2 years to get to this. We're almost here, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in. I'm definitely gonna be paying attention because I can't wait to see what we got on the docket, on the agenda. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that follow Washington Football Weekly and the Washington Football Team,